Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Chantele. And we're here to recap and chat about Sunday's episode of Big Brother.
Yes, but first, if you're new to this channel, please click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Chantele, thank you for joining me on a Monday.
Thank you for having me. Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
We have been talking about how we wanted to circle back to the sort of astrology talk and tarot card pull that we did earlier in the season. So this is a good time. There's not a ton of live feed spoilers to talk about, but we will talk about Sunday's episode, a little bit what has happened on the feeds, and then let's pull some cards for this final four, talk about what we pulled earlier in the season, and see if we can decipher the end game here a little bit.
I love a good card pull, and like I really am enjoying bringing tarot into competitive reality TV. It's just like as we getting to learn these cards, and like I loved when one of the people from the chat posted like, remember when I pulled the tower, and I'm like, that's really awesome and connective, and like I don't know, I thought it was so fascinating and it made me so excited. Right? So I love it.
I mean, it's fun to just, we can analyze game, but we can also just like pull some cards and see what else it says. But yeah, that was crazy. We pulled the tower card for Kyle, and then boom.
But he was like, it was the King of Pentacles and the Tower card. And we were like, well, does that mean he's going to win? Because like, we had, well, we could talk about this a little bit, but we had Alyssa as the Queen of Pentacles, like, ooh, are they going to be the final two? But now I'm thinking it's because she took that $5,000, so she got some money. So maybe that's what that Queen of Pentacles was. But then seeing the Tower, which is like mass destruction and everything, every structure is just going to come tumbling down. And he literally took down every structure that he was a part of, and he got himself ejected from the game. So
I mean, his game is like textbook tower card. Like if you're learning cards, they'd be like Kyle's game from BB24. Yeah.
Maybe you just gave me an idea.
Oh no, you're gonna teach it for the show?
But I was thinking about, what if we made a deck of cards for reality TV? So like the tower would be like this moment, and it could use different moments in Big Brother lore or history.
Love. Make it happen.
That's fun.
Who's the star? Janelle. Janelle's the star card.
Of course she's the star. We're gonna have to put her in that star outfit.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so perfect. It's literally making itself. Okay, where's an artist? Help us out here.
Yes.
We're gonna start an Etsy for this.
Sure.
GoFundMe, something.
Kickstarter. Yeah, let's go.
Kickstarter, exactly. All right. Well, let's start with this Sunday episode. We're coming off of that eviction where Brittany did a little messy vote, and Turner is not happy about it at the top of this episode.
And I get it, but like, I know Brittany was trying to do anything that she could to say, like, she was hoping that Turner would eventually just like realize that it's better for his game to actually keep Alyssa, but he's really loyal to Monty for whatever reason. And so I get that he's upset that he had to send his friend home or to the jury house. But like, come on, Turner, you've known her for 65, 70 days. Like, do you actually like her that much? Probably not. Like, you'll be fine. And like, if someone was threatening their friendship, I'd be like, we're probably not going to be friends, especially because he did that. So that's fine.
He's not upset about Alyssa going. He's upset that he got played by Brittany, who he has very little respect for. He doesn't like Brittany, and she outplayed him in this moment, made him look bad for not throwing Alyssa a sympathy vote, yet Brittany was willing to do it. And he's like flustered. He's flustered about it. And I think it's hilarious.
Well, no matter what, though, it was a little bit of a trap for him. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so if he did that, he'd go against Monty. Monty is going to be very likely to win another competition, and then Monty might not take him to the end. As much as he could definitely beat Alyssa in the final two, Alyssa won't necessarily help him get there. Because, like, just seeing the comps that we've had so far, I don't think that she would have done better than Taylor, done better than Monty in these competitions. So,
right.
yeah.
I mean, but Taylor, honestly, Turner didn't try. Monty said, Turner, will you vote out Alyssa? And he was like, cool. Like, he never tried. He just only cares about what Monty says. If he was actually thinking about, like, oh, Alyssa, if I could drag Alyssa to the end, it is better for my game. He might have been able to at least have a debate with Monty and be like, well, what if, like, I don't, talk it out. But he didn't. He lied to Alyssa all week. Yeah, no, you got me. Don't even campaign to me. All good, all good. Then he votes her out, and now he's upset that Brittany is the one who did it.
I mean,
How about
whatever.
that? Yeah, exactly. You got outplayed, bro.
With the Brittany side of things, like, why aren't you fessing up to this, Brittany? It's just so
I know.
stupid.
I like in my stream on Thursday, I was like, well, now this whole vote thing has happened. And then I get on the feeds and I was like, wait, what? She's lying about?
Why? I don't know why. Like, they obviously know. And then, like, she's in the diary room as, like, like she thinks that she's pulling a fast one on these people. And I'm like, they all know you're lying, Brittany. They've been analyzing how you came back from the voting. You wouldn't make any eye contact, all that jazz. Yeah. And she thinks that she really got away with it. It's like,
yeah, I don't know that you got to do all this, but I guess she thinks, like, Taylor, I would never. He's the one that was close friends with her. Whatever. All right, so Taylor and Brittany are going to talk right after. Taylor technically is just one HOH, so they put the noms today sign up immediately. They did noms that night, so that we got these quick conversations where Taylor's basically like, look, I got two people who lied to me, or someone's lying to me, two people who like did fishy voting. Easy to just throw the two of them up. And honestly, a week ago it would have been Monty, but after this week, it's Brittany. Not that it matters, but
now I think that Taylor is a gorgeous woman. I think that she can get any person that she might have some interest in. But do you think, knowing what has been going on most recently, that this was all part of Monty's strategy?
His relationship with her is all part of Monty's strategy?
Yeah, like so she'll be connected to him, not want to put him up, and like be more likely to take him to the end.
You know what? Honestly, I don't give Monty that much credit. Like, that actually would have been some strategy. And I don't see a ton of strategy in Monty's game other than, like, win a comp and, keep the people who I'm working with close to me, which is not horrible. But it's not layered. Like, I don't see him thinking that way. I feel like he is the most base level animal instincts, got carried away. Okay. Wanted to hook up. That's what I think. Maybe there was more thought to it. Is that what you think?
Only with what's transpired.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll talk about it. Yeah, we're going to talk about other signs. No, he's not a Pisces. He is a Taurus.
Taurus. Hi, Miss T-Joy.
Okay. She basically gives Brittany a warning. You're going on the blog. Brittany's all like, I'll evict Turner. Give me the power. I'll evict Turner. And Taylor's like, cool. Then she tells Monty, I'm going to put the two of them up, and I'd really prefer Turner go.
Which is great for her game, but that's the one problem with the Final Four veto, is that the person that wins it has all the power. So obviously, head of household, you're safe, but you can't really decide who goes home. You kind of can hope that the person that you can trust will make the decision that you would like is going to do that if they win the veto. But I think that both Brittany and Monty would have kept Turner, kind of thing. So she wasn't going to get her way, no matter what.
I really wish that Taylor had started her conversation with Monty with, hey, let's make a deal. I'll keep you off the block. I won't nominate you if you win veto and, vote my way. Can we do that trade? Like, it's not the best deal because it doesn't matter who's nominated. He could easily be like, no, I'm good. Nominate me. I'll win veto and do it my way. Or he could just lie to her and vote however he wants either way. So I understand it's not the best deal, but I wish he at least tried.
And before, like, the result.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't try until later.
Yeah.
And at that point, he's like, no.
Lay the ground there and being like, okay, so this is what we're doing. Like, make it as if you guys are working together. You're planning it. And like, I don't want you to go up there. I'm going to keep you off the block. If I put up these two, will you please vote out Turner?
Yeah.
And that would be the trade-off. And he could go against it, obviously. But at least, like you said, it was a try. She would try.
Right. But they don't. So, okay, Brittany and Turner, this bathroom conversation is iconic. I love it. I love that it made the show. Turner's like, hey, mind if we chat? Silence. Thoughts? Silence. She's like, you know what? I don't have anything to say. And he's like, okay, well, I have a couple things. I don't like that you used my friendship with Alyssa against me. It's slimy and not respectable. And she says, thanks for your comments. And she walks out the bathroom door. Hiya!
I mean, actually, though, like, I wouldn't be feeling that badly about it. Like, sorry, Turner. What is Turner? Do you remember what his sign is?
We don't have his birthday.
Oh,
we think he's a Capricorn.
Oh, okay, could be Capricorn.
That's what we hear, but we don't have his birthday. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a Capricorn and like a water moon or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
This was the most baller thing I've seen in a while. Like, she was like, I owe you nothing.
It's true.
And how dare you talk to me about slimy and respectable, sir? So shut it down. Bye-bye.
Yeah, definitely Brittany won some brownie points there, I think, because a lot of people are not pleased what Brittany will say. But I think that with that conversation, it was just like, it's a little bit of a mic drop moment, I would say.
Yeah, like, I know not everyone loves her, and but I love a nerdy, awkward person, and she has delivered such mess this entire season that I enjoy her as a character.
Is it because she's a Sag?
But also she's a Sag, so I'm probably just drawn to her because of that. I don't know.
No, I don't mind Brittany either, but it could be because obviously I get along really well with fire signs. So
yeah.
She's like, even her antics of like, I could have probably wrangled her. Like, I would have been fine with her in the house. Like, we probably would have been working together. I would have been like corralling her and be like, shh, okay, like, but
right, she's a neurotic mess. Just you got to manage that. Yeah. It's probably annoying to live with. Yeah. But
I think I would be able to deal with it though, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you would too.
There was no air in there, so like that's why like everybody's kind of spiraling. So except for Nicole and like
yeah, we got some air moons though. All right. Turner is so perturbed again because she has just outplayed you, son. Okay. Turner runs up, interrupts Taylor and Monty. He has to vent and then he cries. Again, you are not crying because you lost Alyssa. You were more than happy to vote her out.
Yes.
And lie to her.
You're crying because like Brittany got one up on you.
Yeah, exactly.
And he doesn't respect her. So
it hurts. It hurts when you don't respect someone and they outplay you. All right. Ooh, Cheryl says he's May 21st, 1999. Well, that is not a Capricorn.
Is it into Gemini? Is Gemini the 20th?
Gemini is.
He cannot be a Gemini.
Second.
Or maybe,
no, I think he's, that would mean a Taurus, right?
I think it might be, let me see.
I mean, honestly, every year is different because the 21st, 22nd is the cusp. Every year is different. We'd actually legitimately have to run that.
Okay, I can run it. I can run it actually while we're talking.
You run it. while we're talking. But is that confirmed? Because I've where'd you find that, Cheryl? But thank you.
And where was he born? Do we know this off the bat?
He's probably up in New England somewhere. Was he Massachusetts? So Connecticut. Amy, where is he from? And he from near you? Okay. But okay, so after all of that, we're going to get to the noms here. Not a lot of drama. Obviously, she's going to put up Brittany and Turner, and she's like, hey, somebody's lying. Just seal your fate with the veto. That's that. Which is funny because then Brittany's like, has to go circle back with Taylor and be like, wait, is he? Oh, it is Massachusetts. Thank you. Is he saying that he didn't vote? Like, he's saying that?
I'm like, Brittany's such a bad liar.
Is that what you're telling me?
And you can see Taylor just like,
She's like, yeah, yeah. I mean, Taylor is doing a really good job. I mean, last week I thought she kind of let there be too much space between her and Brittany, which is kind of why Brittany spiraled. And, you know, she kind of didn't manage Brittany as much as Brittany needs. But this, you know, Taylor knows deep down, it doesn't matter if Brittany is lying to me. I need to drag Brittany to the end.
Exactly. It's like,
to win this game.
Easily.
Right.
Easily. Hopefully she could still win against everyone, but
yeah, hopefully. But then this sends us to the veto. This is a math problem.
I love this veto.
This was a very fun veto. It's simple addition. This isn't hard math, but you do have to know your days. I liked that they showed a picture, like a still, because that's got to be so funny to see a still of you on a show.
Yes. And it's like, you're like, oh, I can see what we look like on TV, but like without I loved it too.
Especially when on the double eviction, when it was such a perfect shot of Michael throwing Brittany under the bus in her face of like this. And I just wanted Brittany to be like, that's my face.
or maybe if there was one when she had the crazy eyes or something like that. She's like, oh,
yeah,
those eyes.
Well, there's those eyes that I'm hearing so much about. That's them. They're all going to make mistakes. My first question was, Taylor doesn't know what day the wall comp was.
That she won?
What? That's very bizarre. I mean, she was like 20 days off.
I don't know how I mean, she's not a super fan of the show, so she probably takes for granted, like, actually really studying, you know? But I just feel like you just gotta be studying every day like one day at a time. Just be studying. Like, you should know all the major things that happen, especially if they happen to you, because like they might use questions about you in like a competition. So definitely know your stats.
Yeah, Michael would have won this way quicker. Yeah.
Oh, Michael would have gotten it like super speedy.
Right. If he made a mistake, it'd be one mistake and then he'd fix it and he'd be done. Yeah. Everyone is going to make mistakes here, and we're just seeing them kind of switch around. But then we basically get down to Monty and Brittany. Like, they're not even showing us Turner and Taylor anymore. Brittany is going to make us one of the switches, but she still has another one wrong. She is going to then think she fixes the one she needs to fix, but she is one day off, and she is going to now continue to try to fix things without fixing what actually needs to be fixed. Then Monty, he's fixing them. He's got them all right at one point, and his math is wrong.
Isn't he? I'm an engineer. I do really well in math things, and I'm like, simple math.
He's got an engineer degree.
Just 10. I thought it would be hard if you didn't have a chalkboard.
Yeah, you literally have a chalkboard, right? Do your work. It's simple addition. And he doesn't realize his math is wrong, so he's going to start making changes. So now it is just a hodgepodge of mess. Meanwhile, we keep seeing that Brittany is just one off, and then boom, Monty's going to finally redo his math and get it right. And he has won this veto.
And obviously I knew that this was going to happen from beforehand. I actually liked having the veto on the Sunday, not having to stretch it out till Wednesday. It was kind of a nice little added touch. So I think
every week.
Right. That's exactly what I was about to say. I'm like, they should short at least the last 2 weeks, condense that into 1 week or like half a week. We don't need all of this. You can have competition every day, like that's what they love, right?
Yes. We love that from the feeds perspective. Like, this was very fun. They went noms, veto, like we got all of the information, boom, boom, boom. And then like, look at the episode, jam-packed, exciting. What is the problem here, folks?
Je ne sais pas. Don't know what their problem is.
Taylor and Brittany are going to talk. I mean, obviously Brittany's upset here. This is it. This is game over for Brittany. She needed to win basically to save her, and Monty and her have not a great relationship. But Taylor is sort of like, well, leave it with me. Let me try. I have a good relationship with Monty. I'm going to try.
Does Brittany know about their canoodling yet?
I mean, she's probably suspicious, don't you think?
Yeah, possibly.
But I don't know if Taylor, like, I think Taylor's just being supportive of like, there's hope. Let me try.
Yeah.
But also, I wonder if Taylor thinks she actually has pull with Monty now.
Well, maybe she thinks because she said after he hey, I kept you safe, so you want to keep Brittany for me? And you'll be like, no, can we revisit this?
Yeah. They're gonna celebrate his win by making out. And I watch it like this, and then she's like, "Hey," and he's like, "Yeah, I'll marinate on that idea."
It ain't happening.
It ain't happening, you guys. Ain't happening.
And honestly, though, like, I did want Brittany to win I did want her to win the fight, like this veto. I was really hoping for her to win that.
100%.
Like, obviously, I didn't know what the competition was beforehand, but then watching how it actually played out, if I hadn't known in advance, I would been very much rooting for Brittany here, because I would love to have Brittany and Taylor be the final two. Like, that would be really just desserts and very just, they were the two people, a couple of the people that were left out of the girls. They weren't really clicking with the girls, and they're the two girls that are the last left standing. So I think that would have been like very poetic, but it's not going to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it would have been at least fun feeds. People would have been spiraling. Oh, Brittany's in charge. Monty and Turner would have to like try to fight for it. Like, it would have been fun. As soon as Monty wins, it's like, okay, no conversations. Nothing needs to happen. Hey, Jess, I know exactly. They get it. They refuse. Also, yes, David ended up, his COVID was very mild. He's feeling just fine, and he will be back tomorrow with me. But so that's basically it for the episode. We've got a couple things to talk about with spoilers. So Chantele, give me a little hand dance while I say spoilers. Yay, you did it. Love it. Y'all, really the only spoiler is Monty and Taylor broke up.
and he was a dick about it.
He's absurd about it. Like, sir, what are you doing?
She's so gracious, because if anybody talked to me the way that Monty talked to me after we just had been canoodling,
no,
I would let him have it. Like, I would go low blows. I'd be rotten about it. Like, I wouldn't be kind at all. And she's like, oh, thank you so much for letting me know. Like, I want to work on that. Like, I'm just like, don't give that to him, please. But she's way nicer than me.
She's been so nice to every single person in this house, no matter how they treated her, right? Across the board. And if you bring something to her, like Monty brought her the most trivial BS thing. I don't like the way you handled dust. I don't like the way you snatched the earphones off my head.
Can he have a sense of humor? Doesn't he laugh?
No, no, literally no.
like you're in her head of household room listening to her music, like, and you're snoring. Like, and she wants to like be kind of funny and take the damn headphones. Like, it's not that big of a deal for you to start your sermon, sir. Like,
seriously, she's like immediately like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She's like, I hear you. I am so not what I meant, not what, like immediately just so kind. And he doesn't want it. He doesn't want an apology. He wants to excessively
berate her,
gaslight her that she is the, I mean, he went to the extreme that to tell her that when she gets out of the house and watches this back, she's going to learn that it's her behavior that made everyone bully her. Y'all.
He's so bad. He's so bad. He's the worst.
All you have to do is say, she said she's sorry, and then you move on with your life, right? If you're really that bothered.
Like, and why does it need all this analysis?
No,
like, why do you need to equate the fact that she took these headphones off to mean that she is broken and damaged and that she doesn't know how to get along with people and she's cold and I've seen the real her, but her that when she's playing in the game, like, and if I'm like getting worked up, but like outside the house, he's like, if I were to see her, I don't know how she would act outside the house. It would be like to his liking. I'm just like, take a step back, sir. She might not want to be with you either, okay?
No, she better not want to be with you. You and her do not work well together, and she deserves so much better. He keeps using those words of like, I want vulnerability, you're too cold-hearted. But I think what he means is you're too confident, I want insecure, I want submissive.
Yeah.
That's what he means.
And like, it's always whenever she has power, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like when Taylor has any power because like then she's able to be confident and she's not groveling. So he's only able to handle Taylor when she's begging him for a crumb. But when she has the whole cake, he doesn't want anything to do with her. He sucks.
I think that says more about you, Monty, than her. Like, she's an independent, confident woman and he cannot handle it. But instead of just like going on with his life, he has to not only talk about it constantly to Turner, just all day, trashing her, but then also like just going off on her to her face and making her feel like crap. Oh, it's just all blah, blah, blah.
Like, feel bad for his exes that he's also trashing on this show. It's like,
he's a Taurus, Jess.
He's a Taurus. Unless I'm wrong. Are we wrong?
Unless I bet he's a rising Scorpio.
Well, Scorpio, like, that's the opposite of Taurus. So let's see. Monte, what are you? I thought he was maybe I'm completely wrong.
I've got that he is May 20th.
So he's right by Turner. So that's probably why they're bosom buddies.
Ooh, Danny. Just someone, I don't know if you're here, but you're in my Twitter, says his sun is at the 29th degree of the most stubborn sign in the zodiac.
May?
This is too long for me to read right now. But yeah, so he's Taurus.
So what, May 20th?
In Aquarius. Yeah, moon in Aquarius. And his Mercury is Gemini. The Mercury in Gemini and the moon in Aquarius is definitely, I can definitely see why he won't stop talking about it. Because like for me, I'm like, please stop talking about it. Like you dealt with it, right? But he still wants to rehash. He wants to hash it out. And I guess the Taurus is why he's like so stubbornly wants what he wants. But I don't understand like needing an insecure, submissive person. Like what?
Me neither. Where's Turner's sun? Let's see. Yes, yeah. Turner's 29. 29 degrees Taurus.
Oh wow, look at that. Both of them. Yeah.
Wait, that's at midnight though, actually. So maybe later on in the day though. Let's see.
I mean, I don't know.
Taurus man, am I right?
I don't know. I had a very close coworker who was a Taurus man, and he and I got along great. I thought he was amazing, but that's my only personal connection to a Taurus man besides my 1-year-old nephew. But I'm going to make sure that he grows up loving and appreciating all the women.
Absolutely. They have Venus behind them, so it should be easily supported.
I mean, most Taurus are mama's boys. I thought that was a thing. They're very connected to their moms.
But could that also make them a little incel-y, you know?
Yeah, maybe he had does he have a bad relationship with his mom? Maybe that really messed things up.
I don't know so, but maybe it's something subconscious.
Yeah, if he's a Taurus, which May 21st probably is, they're one of the most stubborn of the astrology signs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, your husband? Yeah.
All the Tauruses are coming out here. I mean, Tauruses are lovely. My favorite kiss ever in my entire life was with a Taurus man. So,
well, they're very sensual. They're very good touchy, which is why I think Monty got his way this week. But with the heat of the bear, the only thing, besides the fact that Monty is ruining his game left, right, and center with stupid relationship stuff. The only other game thing is Britt did a pitch to Monty of how good Turner's comps are. She talked about votes. She even said, what did you do, Monty? You got me and Alyssa out? So and he was
that's actually would hurt his ego big time.
Right. So he's probably I will never, just because you said that. He went immediately and ran to Turner and was like, can you believe she said all this stuff about how great you are at comps? So he clearly isn't buying it. He doesn't want to keep Brittany,
Well, he said that their relationship was irreparable. So it is he doesn't want her around. He doesn't enjoy her. He doesn't care for her. He'd rather have Turner, who will most likely take him to the final two, than her, who's going to most likely take Taylor. So I get it. Brittany needed to win.
Oh,
Victor, and then wouldn't it have been so nice to see him grovel?
I have myself a Capricorn man. Yes, sir. I live by that. And Frenchie does not count. You're right.
I actually don't know very many Capricorn men, so I don't know firsthand.
They're the best. But you know what? They're not vulnerable. So you can just take that and shove it where the sun doesn't shine. Okay. So that's it for spoilers. Let's talk about them astrologically and tarot cards here. Since we're already talking about Monty, let's keep going with him. So we know he's in a Taurus, Aquarius moon, Gemini, Mercury. He originally got the Star card.
Oh, it's good.
The 10 of Wands.
Oh, boy.
And the Chariot reversed. These are good, solid cards. Makes sense that he'd make it to the final. He's going to be at finale night. Mm-hmm. He's more than likely going to be at final two.
The Star card is so good. So that's the light at the end of the tunnel. And so, all the things that have happened these few weeks, I'm wondering if the light at the end of the tunnel, the star, the hope, the belief is him winning. Because he's kind of gone through all this, the Chariot reversed and the 10 of sword or 10 of wands.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gone through that. And so now it's time to actualize the star. Ooh.
Ray, are you a Taurus? Well, you're very supportive of me, so I appreciate it. All right. Well, I got my cards. You got your cards?
Mm-hmm.
What does Monty get here for the end game?
Okay, Monty. What's Monty's likelihood of winning? It's Monty's. Come on. That looks like it wants to pop out. Okay.
Ooh,
it's the Hangman. No, it's right set up.
Oh, it is?
It's the Hangman.
Oh, it's the Hangman. Ha! Literally.
What's yours? Ace of Wands?
The Devil.
Oh, the Devil. Oh, you're using, I like that homemaker deck.
Yeah, Housewives.
So this is Major Arcana. Major Arcana is always a good sign. I'm wondering if it's like hangman, kind of like a hang jury, like they don't want to give him like a vote. Or maybe maybe it's going to be really close, like a 5-4 split kind of thing. And so maybe right now the universe doesn't know exactly if he's going to win yet, because he's, as you said, doing some things to tank his game and his votes, because he might have been able to salvage a Brittany vote, but I don't think that's going to happen. He might have been able to salvage an Alyssa vote, but maybe not. And so maybe that he will get to the end, sit in the final 2 seats, but it'll be a 5-4, whoever wins. That's my thought.
Yeah, that's an interesting perspective for that. I mean, the devil is also Major Arcana, so I mean, this still makes me feel like he's sitting at final 2. This feels very significant. I mean, a lot of people think he's the devil currently.
Well, and also devil's about like attachments, materialism, and so that could equate maybe to money.
Oh, but you know what? The devil is the Capricorn and Taylor is the Capricorn.
I know. I was thinking that too.
So maybe she takes him down. I don't know.
And with a split vote, she gets 5, he gets 4.
Yeah.
He's definitely final 2 by these cards, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Let's see. Let's go with our girl Taylor. She's a Capricorn sun. She's a Sagittarius moon. I am a Sagittarius moon as well. I'm a rising Capricorn. I completely understand her, what they call cold. We don't open up to people. We are not vulnerable. And I don't think that should be required of us. And if you can't handle that, if your ego is too bruised, keep stepping. Enjoy the rest of your life. Peace. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Okay?
Absolutely. When I was younger, like I was not an emotional person at all. I didn't hug anybody. I didn't touch anybody. People were just like, "Oh my God, she's so cold." And so, also, she's still quite young. She might even grow into opening up and having a little more emotions or whatever. But anyways, the fact that Monty's always like deciding that she needs to be more emotional is very irritating.
Yeah, because first off, it's not your choice. What? And yeah, no. Hi, Artie.
Yes. Okay, let's see. So Taylor.
What is that?
So it's the 7 of Swords in reverse. So usually upright, this is like the thief, or lies and betrayal. So I'm wondering then if since this is in reverse, if this means that all the lies and betrayal, she'll get some justice from it. Maybe with the jury house, people will start talking, and we'll hear Brittany when she goes in, she'll start talking to the jury, and maybe it'll rectify some of these lies that were kind of the beginning of her entire journey this season. So I'm hoping that means that she's going to get 7 votes.
Oh, 7. I love that. 2 cards jumped out. I have 2 cards. First, the Queen of Cups, which is
very emotional card.
Very ironic because she's not the emotional, vulnerable person, but she is being forced into sort of an emotional journey, right?
What if she does at the final 2? She does like an emotional plea. If she does that, she might be able to like take those damn votes.
Yeah. The other card is the 2 of Wands. Which, I mean, these are not necessarily winning cards, but this might be that she gets the decision, that she wins final 3 and has to decide whether to take Monty or kick him out.
Oh my gosh. I don't necessarily want Turner in the final 2, but I would love her to cut Monty.
Yeah, I ain't going to hate it right now.
You're not going to hate it?
No. I'm not going to hate her taking Turner over Monty just because I'd love to see Monty just pout. And he'll vote Turner. He'll be all petty about it.
So wait, do you think that these cards say it's final 2, or do you think it's...
This doesn't, I mean, there's a 2.
Okay.
So it could be final 2. It could be the decision. But yeah, not having the Queen, maybe.
The Ice Queen goes soft. That could be
I'd feel better if they were Major Arcana, but I can see
Pentacle.
That these
Queen
are
of Pentacle.
Right. What was yours? 7 of what?
Swords.
Swords.
Reverse.
God. That is not a good card ever.
Not so much. It's
Okay,
like
so I
the
don't
liar.
love any of these.
So maybe she gets backstabbed by Monty. Like maybe Monty doesn't take her
Oh
into the
my
final two in the
God.
end. Maybe that's the decision that needs to be made, and he ends up taking friggin' Turner because like this is with him like breaking up with her, so like he doesn't feel like he needs to take her to the end anymore. Like I don't know,
y'all. Yeah,
maybe she's out in third, Rob Goddess status.
This is not the best cards we could have for her.
What were her original cards? Do you have those there?
Yes. So originally she had the 5 of Wands.
That's me. She's gonna be fighting with everybody the whole time. Wow. Okay. That's that's what that card is.
And the Ace of Wands reversed.
And we were saying that was out first. It could be, but in reverse though, it seems like you go far. Okay.
Right. Oh gosh. Well, she has definitely had a journey.
Definitely her journey was 5 of Wands. The fighting, combating, fight.
Okay.
Not winning cards though, unfortunately.
Turner. I mean, we could interpret the Queen of Cups as winning if it's because she stole everybody's hearts on the jury, right? They hated her, and
maybe she'll cry when she wins.
Love her, right?
Queen is okay. Yes, we'll give us all a little bit of hope here that as it being a queen, she'll get an emotional ending. She'll get to experience the confetti and like her mission. She did set out for her mission. This wasn't the path that she wanted to go on at all, but she did come there with the intention of winning that money. And so maybe that fulfillment is going to make her the Queen of Cups because her heart's going to be full. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we've got a couple interpretations here, Monty Scrubs are winner. Okay, Turner. We think he's a Capricorn. Oh no, we just learned he's a Taurus.
Taurus, 29 degrees.
Did you? Oh, you did his chart. What's his moon?
His moon. Where are you? Oh, moon's in Leo.
Yeah.
Oh, like he does have a little bit of an ego thing, but like subtly.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see it right away. But because because
he wanted to make that move for, I think, his ego, right? The saving Taylor and all that stuff. Like, I think it's great. Thank you. But it maybe we could perceive it as feeding his emotional ego, which is Leo.
Yeah, it's like when the Leo only comes out when he feels like he got betrayed, kind of like,
That's true too.
Because the moon is your emotions. It's not necessarily what you put out there. So it doesn't come across as like, it's all about me. But if you wound him and his feelings, then he's like, don't.
His Mercury's also in Taurus.
Okay. It's a lot of fixed energy. I'm surprised he was such a waffler.
His Venus is in Cancer. His Mars is in, this is why I think his Mars is in Libra. And so maybe how he takes action is like not being able to make a decision and trying to balance things out and kind of be a little bit, not wishy-washy, but waffle, or can be easily convinced to do one thing or the other. I think that's his Mars in Libra.
Yeah. We love a Leo. David's a Leo.
I love Leo.
But
I love Leo.
We don't pretend that Leos are not super confident.
Absolutely. They want the spotlight. They are the sun. Yeah. Everything revolves around the sun. And I understand that. So when I say some of these traits, it's just like the traits. They're not bad or good necessarily. They're just.
Oh yeah, no. Because every sign has, positives and negatives. Like we're human. They're all human signs. Okay. Turner. What she got, Tana?
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Turner. Is Turner winning this game? Oh my gosh.
This is not a winning part.
No, he's not winning this game.
Oh, is that the 3 of Hearts?
Three of Swords? Yeah, in reverse.
Yes.
With 3 of Swords. Oh yeah, you don't do reversals.
Yeah, tell me what that would be reversed, because 3 of Swords, I'd say he's not making a final 2.
He is not, you're saying?
That's what I would say from a 3 of Swords.
Yeah, and usually it's like breaking of relationships, or like old relationships coming to an end, and so I could agree with that being things falling out. So like all these swords falling out at the final 3, that would make me happy. I could see him getting cut there.
Yeah, and the Page of Wands, I mean, a page is not making it to the end. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is, I mean, I can't imagine Monty takes him out this week, but like with these cards, I would say either this week or final 3. I don't think these are final 2 cards.
I think that Monty better come to his senses and continue to take Taylor to the final 3, make it epic. And yeah, take Turner's done at 3. So I can agree with that. Yeah. Swords and the Page of Wands, it's an early card. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Well, that at least makes us feel better about Taylor's cards, because Taylor's cards were iffy. All right, well then let's do Brittany, just in case this Page of Wands means he ain't making it. I mean, the 3 of Swords, back to Turner. 3 of Swords is very much, a third wheel in a relationship. Sometimes it's someone's having an affair, literally. Mm-hmm. Which is funny because there was 2 people in a relationship, although they're not in a relationship anymore. He was the third wheel, but all right, Brittany. Just in case, Brittany.
I don't know if she's got the sauce to be able to pull it out. Another page. I got a Page of Swords.
The Lover's card. What? Is this because she just wanted to have a baby?
Hmm. Sometimes the Lovers is like about attachment with like either your attachment with your mother or your significant other. I don't know. I don't know how to read those Lovers for
yeah, is that Michael? What is?
Maybe. Just gonna go and be with Michael.
Maybe she goes to the jury and hypes up Taylor. I don't know. Wait, what was yours?
Or tells Page of Swords.
Yeah.
I mean, this could just mean that she's going to be cut real soon because of her mouth. Because swords are all about thoughts, ideas.
Yeah. I mean, she's definitely a sword type person where she's always like throwing out an idea. Let's do this. Or what about this? Have you thought about this? I mean, you can't take Turner. He's going to beat you, I don't know. Between her cards and Turner's cards, I can't say who goes out this week.
What were Turner's again? Do you remember off?
3 of Swords reversed and the Page of Wands.
Right. Because they both got pages. So
yeah, they both got pages.
Same spot.
They're both going out nowish. But I mean, going by the feeds, I'd be shocked if Brittany wasn't evicted this week. But can't really say. But I think that helps us to say Monty and Taylor are more than likely our final 2 here. It doesn't seem like Monty's actually going to cut her.
Especially because Turner's going to not do well, most likely on the 3rd part of the head of household, or part 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Turner has been a comp, threat for sure, but I think his only chance is like the first physical one, right? Which Taylor could win as well. So I don't think it's a guarantee that he's going to win any of these last.
Hopefully she studies, though, a bit.
Please, Taylor. Brittany, sit her down.
Get your M&Ms out or whatever. You're smart.
Recognize that you're probably leaving Brittany. Sit her down and help her get to the end, because that was a horrible showing from both Taylor and Turner, it seemed like, in this last day's comp.
This was like the reason why I like this comp so much was because it was just it's easy, but you need to know your shit. And I like that, if you did the work and you studied, like, you're going to be able to do well in this particular comp. I like that. And I like math. So it was surprising that they both didn't do well, because I thought it was something that you could easily do well on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Woo-wee. All right. Well, we love going through the cards, going through the astrology. It's an interesting final 4. It's going to be an interesting final 3, assuming Brittany goes, because Turner, Taylor, Monty are decent at comps. not one of them is like far superior. Like, I don't know that we have a unanimous vote with any combination of this three. You know?
Yeah, I can't. I definitely think it's going to be split no matter who it is.
I think they did with the Fashion Fest. They were like, give us a Fashion Fest, Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Now, question: can she win the game and America's Favorite Player, or as soon as you win, you forfeit that title?
Yeah, I think that's what production does. Like, even if she wins America's Favorite Player, but she wins the game, they go to the next person who won.
Hopefully, they tell them though, like, Taylor, you would have won this, but you won the big prize. I need everybody to know that she's getting that.
That would be nice. But was there one person who won the game and America's Favorite Player?
I don't know.
I feel like in my head, I was like, oh, there was that one time and then they never did it again. Or maybe there was just one time we assumed it was like this season. If she wins the whole game, we assume she also won, even though it'll go to someone else. So
who would be the runner-up then?
I'm seeing a lot of people say Michael in the little polls that people post online. I don't know. I think a lot of people love Joseph, but he's been out too long.
And he went out. He went out kind of in a, like, I don't mind people doing whatever they can to stay in the game, but I wish that he had set up Taylor as opposed to like put her in a worse position.
Oh, you know? He did. Yeah.
So I don't know if the Taylor stands will be happy with that.
Yeah. I do not do clients with charts. I do clients with energy work and coaching. But if you want your chart read, I recommend my mom, BeverlyLavender.com. She does more chart stuff. And obviously, Chantele, you do that, right? What do you do?
I do. I mean, yeah. I still want to learn more. There's so much more that I can learn. I think it's a forever learning thing. But yeah, I definitely can read a chart, or if you're looking for something to happen to see what you might be able to do, or how you can allow your planets in your chart to influence how you want your life to go. So yes.
As well as hypnotherapy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming now, because so the way that the whole Kevin situation happened was that I found out when he won the game. So I'm wondering if that's where the lore is, right? So if I'd found out about Brittany like when she won the game, then it would have made sense. But because I found out beforehand, I think it cursed her win.
Oh, that's what it was.
Maybe not cursed, but like it didn't allow the win to be fulfilled.
Yeah. I think what I was remembering is Tyler, because we thought Tyler was probably going to win the game, and then he ended up getting second. And so they gave him the America's Favorite, whereas I think if he had won, he wouldn't have gotten that, which is interesting. But that's all right. She can win the whole game, and that's fine.
As long as everybody knows that she was America's Favorite Player as well, I'm fine.
But if she comes in second, y'all give her that AFP for sure. Although I recommend you vote for whoever your favorite was, Taylor. But also Taylor. Yeah.
Need to send a message.
Oh, yeah. His Leo moon did not get along with Jasmine's Leo sun. Sometimes they can get along.
You would hope so.
Sometimes, but sometimes
it's the Taurus part. The Taurus Leo, I think is what's the conflict between them were, because he's probably recognizing some of these Leo traits that he probably doesn't necessarily show all the time, and it probably just irritated him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Turner's going to make it to final two now looking at cards, but if he were, I think he has the least chance of winning. I think he's lost Jasmine's vote. I think he's lost Joseph's vote. I think he's lost Alyssa's vote.
And maybe even Kyle's.
Yeah, I mean, especially if he's sitting next to Monty, which would be his choice. He's probably not getting Kyle's, or I think those I don't think Michael. has much respect for him, right?
Mm-mm.
Although I'm technically Turner's HOH got Michael out, but I don't know. I feel like Michael might give that to Monty. Yeah, so I don't feel like Turner has a great chance of winning.
How I would not want to vote between those two people.
No,
like a
I'm not a
Monty
fan.
Turner.
That would not be my favorite final two. Did Indy hate Turner? I don't remember. It's possible. I don't think they were close.
He wasn't well liked in the beginning by the outside world, so maybe also the inside world wasn't a big fan of Turner.
Yeah. Yeah. Reality Realness should be tagged in the title as well. So if anyone's
for all my
looking.
like hypno stuff, Instagram at Star Talent Coaching. That is where you can find me in relation to all the hippy dippy life coaching, hypnotherapy, Akashic recordsy stuff. All the esoteric stuff is on Star Talent Coaching.
Ooh, nice. All right. Well, this was fun, you guys. I don't anticipate much is going to happen on the feeds this week other than Monty and Taylor drama. But I do think that Thursday we will probably see Brittany evicted. I guess it's possible Turner goes, but it's probably going to be Brittany. There's no episode on Wednesday, remember, because Survivor and Amazing Race are premiering. And the Love Boat doesn't premiere till next week.
You're gonna watch and cover it?
No, I'm not at all. I was just going to say that was a thing, but it is not. So it's a 2-hour Survivor. Tomorrow night, I am doing my Survivor draft video. David will be here. Jolene will be here. And Danny from Survivor 41 and the most recent challenge winner will be here. Chantele cannot be here, but she is going to send in her picks. So she will be a part of it. Tell everybody what you're doing tomorrow night and why you can't be here.
Well, I was asked by one of the racers from the Amazing Race Canada, this most recent season, if I would host a question and answer session with some of the racers that are in the city while we watch the live or the finale together. So a little watch party, little question and answer with some racers. I will meet Tashawn. Tashawn is going to be there with his father, Cedric. So I will be able to probably get in some Big Brother, like what's the difference between Big Brother and you know, how did it differ with the Amazing Race? And so if you have any questions that you would love to ask if you watch the Amazing Race Canada, please send them my way. And if you're in Toronto, it's going to be at the Bottom Line. It's on, I think it's 88 Front Street at 7 p.m. We'll be starting. 8 p.m. will be the Q&A, and then 9 p.m. will be the show, the finale.
Very cool. So exciting that you get to be a part of that. That's awesome. Let's see, what else are we doing? Oh, we have Amazing Race Australia that we're doing together.
We have to figure out when now?
Yes. This week's will be postponed, you guys, but typically Chantele and I are covering that on Tuesdays, but we will get to that later in the week for this week because it was such a busy, crazy week.
Love it.
That's what we've got coming up. I will also have Amazing Race and Survivor recaps with David. I will also have Amazing Race exit press again this season. So excited about that. Make sure you're subscribed so you can keep up with all of that stuff. And like we said, Reality Realness is right here in the title. If you're not subscribed over there, do so as well. Yay!
It's a nice beginning, right? Set a precedent.
Yeah.
So, you know, it'll happen probably more often now, right? Which is fun.
Yes, absolutely. I haven't heard, definitely. I know I've asked about backyard interviews. I know Jess has asked about backyard interviews. I have not heard a yes or a no on that yet. But as soon as I know, I will, of course, let you guys know about that.
Have you ever gotten the pass to go in the backyard?
No. I'm hoping that they'll come back this year so I can go. But we have not heard about that yet. You guys in the chat are so amazing. Thank you so much for joining us and chiming in and having fun. And if you're joining later, please leave a comment. Let us know how you felt about these cards. How do you feel about Monte? Or just Monty? And yeah, give us your feelings on all that stuff. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.